Good evening. Our show covers sensitive material, so viewer discretion is advised. Welcome to the H2G Podcast.
What's happening, folks? It's the H2G Podcast coming at you. We're doing it well. We've got a lot of things to talk about. It looks like we've got a full house today. Oh, snap. We got old Justo up in here with his sunglasses looking fly. We got Richie up in here shaving up with a little hair did. Oh, I see you. Get it, boo, get it. Marvin, no guns today? You're not going to show the guns off today? Making me feel good. Look at this skinny ass arm. Look like Bojangles over here. And we got Christy and the baby. Yes. So, folks, we're doing it different. We've been doing it different. If you've been listening and watching the H2G podcast this season, the first episode, we talked about the heartbeat bill in Texas. And then the second episode, we talked about social media and the effects of it. Today, we're going to be talking about a bucket list. The bucket list. If you have a bucket list, what you're going to do, what you really think the bucket list is all about. I'm just going to do a real quick breakdown, okay, before we get into it. I want to know how everybody's doing this week. So we're going to do round robin real quick. Marvin, you sexy animal, voted sexiest man all these seasons. I'm sad to tell you, there's a new champion for sexiest on the H2G podcast. You know who it is?
Oh, yeah, who?
It's Marvin Scott. It ain't nobody new. You know it was you. Stop it.
Oh.
Tell us, what's the best part about your week, Pimpin'?
I thought you were getting ready to say Richie, because I've been saying that since season 1, 2, and 3. But I've been doing
no, sir.
Man. It's been a great week. I booked an I Love New York commercial that shoots tomorrow. It's my first SAG commercial ever, so I'm pretty appreciative for that. I'm really excited for the 8-hour shoot tomorrow. But yeah, it's been an exciting week. Just really kind of getting the ball rolling on this commercial, just getting ready for it. But all in all, it's great to be here. Glad we got a full house, and looking forward to talking about everybody's bucket list here.
Yes, sir. So happy for you. Much love from everybody on the H2G podcast and people listening from Marvin Scott. 8 hours, bro? You ready for that?
This will air. This actually will air. And y'all, I'm actually really excited. Richie, Tony, Justin, Chrissy, because it's my first time having a shot at residual checks. So we'll see what that number is. But that's actually my first shot at that. Things are in motion.
Yes, sir. Look at you living out one of my bucket list dreams right there. No pun intended. Moving on to the next. We're going to go right down my screen. It is the one, the only, Christina Winning. Christy, what's the best part about your week, girl?
Oh my gosh. Well, since it's my first time back with the crew, I had a really great time off. I turned 30. He turned 1. We had our appointments and I was called fat. So that wasn't cool, but I know, right? Isn't that cool? This bitch is overweight. So one of my bucket list items is not being considered fat by my doctor.
Oh, it was your doctor. Okay, that's fair.
It is.
Your doctor's allowed to call you fat. Nobody else.
Okay,
I'm not fat.
True. But I feel like later on in the season, we need to talk about BMI and how we're actually classifying people as fat. I don't think it's valid, but
no, we should. You know what? Let's do that.
Other than that, I had a really great time. Turned 30, the dirty 30. Got to celebrate with some awesome people. Saw some nipples. Not a girl's. But it was a jolly good time.
Just to clear it up, happy birthday, happy belated. She's 30. We're not talking about my nipples, folks, okay? All right, it wasn't me. It was somebody much older, but we'll save that story for another time. Glad that you're here, Christy. Before Christy talked, Richie, you sneezed. I know the people that caught that, so I wanted to say bless you. And moving on to you, what's the best part about your week, good sir?
Well, the best part about my week was Marvin's news, actually. I had something else planned, but come on, man. That's awesome. Super congrats. Really happy for you, brother. What I was gonna say before that is that my girlfriend and I are finally getting our little housewarming party with our friends at our apartment. We got our new sofa in, bought a bunch of blankets, got some wall art up. She was really ecstatic for it, and it's just nice to see how happy she was. So that was the best part of my week. But sorry, honey, because she's gonna be watching. Marvin's news trumps that, so that's officially the new best part of the week. Sexiest man alive for a reason. He loves New York. Hopefully there'll be a YouTube link. We can check it out at some point. Looking forward to seeing it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you so much. So glad to see you. Marvin Scott, once again, mad love. Richie just gave it to you. I'm giving it to you. Christy, she's got to lose weight according to her doctor, but I have news for that doctor. F you, doctor. Go somewhere else. Anyway, moving on down the panel. We're going to go to, who is next? I'm just messing with you. Everyone knows I love Justo. I have to keep messing with him. Come on, Pimpin'. What's the best part about your week? And hey, make sure you throw a little hint about something that people can be watching here soon, because I'm getting excited.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That is huge. It's gonna be hard to pick a best part of the week this week. So I'm gonna say one from the haunt I'm working at. But before that, I gotta say we had Matt Ehrman and Capture One Studios. You guys remember on as Artist Spotlight, we talked about the Curse of Firestone. That has officially been approved for launch on Amazon October 26th. We will have the link everywhere. You're going to see a fat Justin playing an evil dude. So that'll be fun. I'm already planning. The girlfriend's going to be here that weekend. So we're going to set up the sound system in my apartment and get the TV set up the way it should be and watch it in its full glory. So I'm excited to see that again. I'll be cringing through it, but I hope you guys enjoy it.
Hey, that's method acting. Fat Justin.
Yeah. Fat Justin, yeah.
Christian Bale does it all the time.
Hopefully I don't.
Or Jonah Hill, one or the other.
Jonah goes back and forth. So yeah, my first film is going to be coming out this month. I'm super excited about that. Similar to Richie, I've been working on a lot of family things, and we get to plan this big family Christmas. Unfortunately, it looks like Thanksgiving is going to be out of the picture, so we were like, okay, on to the next. We planned this big week-long Christmas vacation because I'm off work paid, and so I'm super excited just getting to set that kind of thing up. And then Moxley Manor has just been awesome to me, and the chance to perform in a haunted attraction that is truly one of the scariest in Dallas. And if you're in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, you better come out and try your luck. I am not so far into the manor, my scene, and I will say so far we've had 6 groups leave my scene, which is a great feeling as a scare actor. And I've had 1 confirmed pee. It's really hard to confirm if someone pees. They pretty much have to tell you, or they have to leave some behind. And no one left any behind. This lady collapsed and then told her husband, and then told me, and then told her husband again, and he was like, what? And then they moved on. But she didn't quit, so props to her. Whatever your name is, you're a troop for walking through with pee-soaked underwear.
I mean, at that point, it's already soaked, whether you're walking out or walking forward,
yeah, might as well just keep going. So that's honestly, again, this month, with the exception of our Halloween episode, I'm going to be in random locations, and I'm actually outside Moxley Manor today. So
yes, I can't wait. October 26th, Curse of Firestone. I'm excited. Real quick, your sunglasses, when you look into them, it looks, I know what it is because it's your phone or camera or whatever it is, but it looks like Johnny 5 when you keep your head right where it's at right now. Anybody else see Johnny 5? The robot? Yes. Yeah. Also Marvin Scott. Something happens here. Let's see. Today's Friday. Today's the 15th, I believe. Today's the 15th, right, of October. It doesn't a movie drop today, Marvin?
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
What movie would that be in October? I'm trying to think.
Oh, it's one of my favorite films of all time that's getting a deserving sequel from
my goodness.
From a forgotten 1978 film, a sequel from the previous Halloween. Halloween Kills will drop next week. Jamie Lee Curtis. Tony's excited. I know y'all excited. Are y'all gonna go see it?
Hey, I'm excited. It drops today, Marvin. And it's not next week. It drops today.
That's today.
It's today.
Oh, shit.
It's out,
You
Marvin.
can see it on Peacock, right? You can watch it.
I think you
believe
can, but it's in theaters.
October.
But you want to go get the.
No, you need the theater experience, as Marvin.
Oh yeah.
If it's safe. Yeah, if it's safe.
Oh, yeah.
No, I can't
Absolutely.
say Marv. I'm not going to the cinema that day because I'm going to be watching Dune, actually. But I will be watching Halloween right after, for sure.
Okay, as long as you're watching it after.
My bad. I had to bring it up because today is October 10th. It's a Friday and Halloween is showing at a theater near you if you want to go see it. Halloween, boy, it's one of my favorite. If I had a bucket list, if we were talking about bucket lists, my bucket list would be to be in a Halloween movie with Jamie Lee Curtis because I love me some Jamie Lee Curtis. Nothing beats Jamie Lee Curtis. Anyway, we're going to talk real quick. I'm going to give you a real rundown about bucket lists. So, from what I saw, it comes from the word kick the bucket. So everyone's heard the word kick the bucket, or the term, I should say, which means to die. And then you add the list to it. So hence, it became a bucket list. So Justin Zackham, which basically did the screenplay for the 2007 film Bucket List, is the main reason why this is really blown up the way that it has. But Richie, I mean, you and I are the same age. These young cats over here. Do we remember Bucket List before 2007? Was there anything of the sort? I mean, I don't remember. Do you?
I don't think so. I really don't think so.
So maybe that's just where it derived. I don't know, but hey, listen, I want to know what's on people's thoughts about bucket lists, what they want to do, if they believe in it, if they just go for living for today, don't worry about tomorrow, or if they actually have these things planned out that they want to do before they die, which is kick the bucket. So we're going to go reverse order, and we're going to start with the man, the one, the only, the legend, Mr. Johnny Five. Justin, take it away.
Man, oh boy. It's interesting that I got selected to go first because I am under the impression that my opinion may not be a popular one. And I had a pre-discussion with my girlfriend and she was like, you're going to piss everybody off. I think personally, now I'll preface this with, I will give you some things that would go on my bucket list. However, I don't have one. I don't see the use for one. And I think they're kind of stupid. The fact of the matter is, mortality is a giant question mark. We have no idea whether or not we're going to get to see tomorrow, later today, the next 5 minutes. We have no idea. So making this list of obscure things that you'd like to do before you kick the bucket is silly because it's. If we look at, I've become a goals-oriented person over the course of, even on this podcast, I've grown in a way that I've got to set goals each day, and I got to make a to-do list, and I got to make it achievable, and that's how I progress. You can't do that with a bucket list if it's got like, I want to skydive, I want to ride horses with the Prince of Persia, I don't know what people's bucket lists are, but I'm just saying like all this stuff that's super hard to do unless you just have an unexplainable amount of money. It's tough for me to wrap my head around making a list of things that would be really cool to do before I die, because it would be a really long list for one, and two, it'd be really infeasible to do today. So I can't guarantee that I'm going to get that list done. And I also know that I can't spend the rest of my life, whatever that means, chasing down these fun things, because I do have to make, my life happen. I got to pay the bills. I got to do the tedious parts of life. So I would say if I were to make a bucket list, it would have to be day to day. Like, what can I do today, or what can I do this week? Maybe. I mean, that still is contradicting myself, but because I don't know if I'm going to get the whole week. But at least, what can I do today to be as successful as I can today? Now, if I were forced with a gun to my head to make a bucket list, some things I'd put on there would be like Marvin, get a SAG accredited commercial or film. Get my break. Get the H2G podcast on Sirius Radio or something where we're collecting royalty checks for doing what we love to do. That type of thing would fall in with my bucket list. I'm not ever gonna jump willingly out of a perfectly good airplane. Airplane's on fire, sure, I'm jumping, but I don't have any desire to otherwise test my luck or put my faith in a complete stranger to pull this thing on.
I hate to interrupt you, but you're the token white guy. You're supposed to jump out of the plane. We aren't doing it. Come on, man.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I've been around diversity for too long, it seems. I'm not here for that. I'm not here for that. If I'm in a haunted house and something crashes on the other side of the house, I am not the one to go investigate. I'm leaving. I'm gone, and you can come with me or die. That's up to you. But I'm not a part of it. Not picking up the doll, not taking it home. So I don't know. Not to be the Debbie Downer to start the whole thing off, and I'm sure after hearing people speak, I'll have more of a rebuttal. But for me, the bucket list thing is just it was a great movie, and it probably could have just stayed as a concept for the movie. I don't think people should put a lot of thought and effort into their bucket list. Make vacation plans, strive to be able to achieve that for your family. That's great, but I don't know. Not a big fan.
All right. Well, thank you for getting us kickstarted, good sir. That was Debbie Downer in the house, everybody. Moving on over. No, I'm just messing with you, Justin. It was a valid point. I understand it. But moving on, let's see how Sir Richie feels about the bucket list.
I mean, first things first, man, this guy with all this privilege over here acting like he can't do anything and is like, get out of here. All right, now here's the only rebuttal I have to Justin is, there's nothing wrong with not believing in a bucket list, but, being more logical like you were trying to talk about it, it's just goals. It's goals for your life, right? Now, yes, some people are more incredulous and they make these goals that are unlikely to happen, but like, the bucket list doesn't have to be you completed it per se. I mean, that's the goal of a bucket list, but it doesn't have to happen. My bucket list is pretty much what I would consider feasible goals and things that I will be doing in my life again. So for instance, Hawaii, where Marvin's currently residing right now. Shout out to that wonderful commercial that allowed him to pay for that. I want to go back to Hawaii. I want to go back to Oahu. I want to hit all 4 islands, Big Island. At some point, I would like to do Maui and then Kauai, and that would be the 4 again. So they're all going to be at different times. I don't want to be trying to do this crazy, I have a life to live. I have a girlfriend, eventually going to be wife and a daughter. So it's like, I'm not going to be able to do all 4 islands in one go. But, through my life, I would like to go back and hit everything. I like to go back to Oahu down the road now that I've been there. Because of all of them, it's the most touristy. So it's like avoiding the things I've already done. So that would be like one whole chunk of my bucket list. So that's at least 30 years of my life right there. Boom. Another thing I've always wanted to do is an African safari. So I would love to do some sort of safari and have the privilege of that, because it's a very expensive thing. And obviously for some people, they live in these areas. And for me, I'm just like, let me just go take a look at this elephant, But I definitely want to do that at some point in my life. And then the last thing is real simple. I want to work until I die. This is the opposite of most human beings. I do not want to retire when I'm 60 or 58, because I've seen in my personal life, when people stop moving, they just die. And so to me, the only way I'm going to be able to keep moving in life realistically, because I am not a man of energy or integrity, is work. Money. You got to pay me to move around, okay? So I need to work and work and work. So I want to work till I'm like 95 years old, give or take. And then I'll die. That's good. But I don't want to work too, like if I hit 60 and all my portfolio does well and I retired early and this and that, okay, sure, I could live comfortably. But then I can't go do that fun stuff that I just talked about that I want to do. I want to work till I'm like 90, they kick me out, and then 2 weeks later I have no purpose anymore and I die, right? Like that's realistically how old people die, right? When you have no motivation and you're no longer moving, you die. So my bucket list is the opposite of most people's bucket list. It's to work forever until I can't physically work and my heart collapses. That's the dream that I have. I want to work so long that my woman doesn't ever have to work again and she can just relax and I'll just keep moving. Like that's what I want to do, man. I love working. I really do. It gives me purpose. It gives me goals every day to do something. And if I don't have them, like I'm not a watch TV, watch movies all day, binge, and you can't travel every day. I'm not a prince of Saudi Arabia, as Justin just alluded to. So I need something to do every single day. And that something is work. I've done it since I was 12 years old. I haven't stopped since, and I don't plan on stopping until I hit the grave. So that is the last thing on my bucket list. Work until I die.
Look at
That's
you.
feasible. That's feasible.
Look at you working at selling about a bucket list where you're going to work the entire time. I like what you did there. Yes, Justo, it's feasible. Moving right along to the pretty lady with no baby. And the doctor says that she needs to lose weight. Once again, I'll stop saying it, but it pisses me off because I'm at an age now where I just don't give up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like, and it looks like I'm skinny, but honestly, there's this pudge down here that looks like flubber. And I don't mean the movie with Robin Williams in it, okay? And I'm not looking at my junk, I'm looking at my belly. I want to be like Marvin Scott, but I'm not. It's not about me right now, so let's back up, okay? Let's back up. Christy, take it away, bucket list.
Oh, it's amazing. Okay, I do want to clarify. My doctor, although she said I was overweight, she was very honest and I really liked her. So I'm not changing doctors. Just, I like the brutal honesty. I just can't handle it when people are, what is that? Sugarcoat it? Which my doctor probably would say, you need to stay away from the sugar-coated things. Oh,
Quick
gosh.
question,
Okay.
Christy, what was your BMI? I'm curious. Then you can continue. I apologize.
It's 25.5.
And she called you fat?
I'm technically overweight.
Yeah, the 0.5 is overweight. I get. Wow, that's pretty. That's
like,
kind of a skeezy move, doctor. That's 0.5 on the BMI. That's not even a whole point.
I loved it though. No, she was straight up like, you should probably cut back on the carbs. It'll do really well for you. Do you drink pop? No, I don't. Okay, yeah, carbs is your best bet. I'm like, okay, cool. But no, cool. All right, I do want to address what Richie said earlier, because you want to work until you die so your girlfriend doesn't have to work. But you did say that once people stop working, they die. So are you saying that you want your girlfriend to die before you?
Wait, you just logic. No, that's not what I'm saying at all, honey. If you're listening right now, I'm not saying that at all. I was just saying, she can. I don't know. I'm gonna. You know what? I'm gonna have to redo my bucket list. You made a good point. I need to see what she wants to do post retirement, so that way she's moving and grooving. You're right. That's a good point. I didn't even think about it.
I don't think you've ever told me that I've ever had a good point. So get to check that one off my bucket list.
That's the first time.
Nailed it. Thanks, Richie. Making dreams come true today. Okay. So my actual bucket list, I would like to travel Europe. I would like, just because, like, why not, right? Go see some cool stuff that I've never seen before. Might as well. Also, half of America is stuff that I haven't seen before, so could just stay here, but might as well go abroad. I'd like to try shrooms. Anybody else on the shroom train? Shrooms or acid, because it's not addictive, but it should, right? Is it? No?
If you can find a time machine, 2011, Justo may know somebody.
I was going to say,
like, I want it to be like a safe place or space that I can do this.
That just took it to complete 180.
I wasn't ready for this bucket list.
It's not ready, but keep going.
Please keep going. I'm curious.
This is great. This is great.
I would like to be voted sexiest man on the H2G podcast.
Wow, that's a tough one. That's a tough one.
I know.
This is what you want.
I'm going to have to kick Marvin off somehow. Just kidding. Love you. Get eaten by a bear. I would like to get a tattoo because I've never done that, but I'm also a giant pansy. So probably won't happen, but I don't know. It could just be like a dot or something.
No, that doesn't count. You got to have a real tattoo.
All right. What tattoo am I getting then, Richie? Just figure it out. Then send me a picture.
Next
and I'll
week
get the tattoo.
on the H2G podcast, I will tell everybody the tattoo she's getting.
All right. It can't be anything profound. What's the word?
Profane?
Profane.
I would never do that to you. Come on.
Also, drop pictures in the comments, folks, if you have ideas for Christy's tattoo.
Yeah, please give me ideas because I could always use the creative licensing.
All right. And no hiding any dicks in the picture. Like you can't, no dicks. All right, cool. I would like to go to a paint party because that's like something where you like hit the drums and like paint goes everywhere. Is that a paint party? No? Anybody seen
Maybe
Miss
you
Congeniality?
can do acid while you do the paint party. That sounds like a 2-for-1.
2011 Justo may have something for you.
Dang it. I'd like to go to a Comic-Con. That's a thing, right? I'd like to host a Harry Potter party, which I might be doing the end of October. But I really want to do it. I want to go to a pole dancing class. Doesn't that sound like fun? Marvin, I know you've done a pole dancing class.
Why do I look like I've done pole dancing?
Because you look, you know what? Not going to finish that.
Are you going to lose the half point? Are you going to lose the half point in BMI before you do the pole dancing class? I'm curious. Or are you going to lose it from doing the pole dancing class?
Oh, probably both.
Yeah.
Maybe a combo.
Yeah, fingers crossed. My don't be considered fat/overweight. Go to Vegas, bet $1,000 on black, and then walk away after I get the results. Either way, just boom. Here's my dick.
That's a very white person thing to do.
I want to do it because I feel like I mean, rich people do it.
Right. You want to waste $1,000?
I want to feel like, well, it's a 50-50 shot. No,
you're still wasting
like
it because you're walking away.
No,
you're wasting it.
You're walking away.
No,
you said you were walking away no matter what the results were.
So hold on.
Right. Like I'm not going to bet again. Like if I lost $1,000, I lost $1,000.
Okay.
If I made it,
win.
Yeah, I'm going to take that money. I'm not fucking rich.
Hey, what you said was you going to put $1,000 on black and walk away no matter the result. So I assumed you were just walking. But I understand that.
I'm not gonna let it ride.
You're taking your winnings if you win, and you're taking the L if you lose. I got you. Okay,
Yeah.
my apology.
Yeah.
Tony, you're the host. Can I catch up for a second? We got Richie wants to work until he dies. Christy wants to learn how to strip, but not. She wants to learn how to pole dance while doing
pole dance. It's not stripping.
Shrooms, while doing acid and shrooms in Vegas.
It's stripping in Justo's mind.
I mean, I guess
if there's a pole, it's gotta be stripping, right? I mean, where's the dollar bills at, y'all?
You're in Vegas on black.
They're on black.
Putting $1,000 on black. Okay, I'm caught up.
All right. No, I mean, you did a really good job catching everybody up. So, I mean, acid is one hell of a drug. So go ahead, Chrissy, you can finish. I'm sorry. We're all going to shut up now.
All right. I'd like to get a facial, like a legit, like go to a spa and get a facial, you sick fucks. Also, I'd like to own a Tesla or a luxury electric car. Vehicle. It doesn't have to be a car. Vehicle. And I'd like to go to Hawaii because Richie made it sound so fun. That is my bucket list. My pre-kid bucket list was like skydive, do crazy shit. But no, you can't do this stuff post-kid. I mean, shrooms you probably shouldn't do post-kid, but might as well. It's bucket list for a reason, right?
Yeah.
I don't have to justify this to you guys.
Shrooms and a pole, Christy, is just...
It's a really good workout, Tony.
You remember when we were dancing in...
on shrooms with a facial.
Do you remember when we were dancing in my living room and you tried to do a headstand and you fucking cracked your head open? Oh my God, that's
open,
you.
But it hurt really bad.
Yeah, you got rug burn. You got rug burn on that. I mean,
right
you on acid doing a pole dance. Anyway, moving on. Marvin, before we get to you and before I talk and then we do some wrapping up and stuff, we are going to go to a quick commercial break. We got to pay some bills. We'll be right back. You're watching and listening the H2G Podcast. Bucket list time. Stay here. Don't go nowhere or I'll find you.
Scare you.
I'm going in, it's 1st and 10. I'm a legend boy, a champion. They can't match the flows, the X's and O's. I'm breaking the code, devastation about to unfold. They calling me Derek by the way I roll. Bet you never ever seen a pro this cold. I float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. I mix with I am Mike and the great Ali. I'ma run it back, believe me baby. I fathered the game, call me Daddy Brady. I'm like that, try be like this. Sammy, so that boy don't miss. It's the return of the greatest. Any way you name it, I'm everybody's favorite. I'm bringing the pain and bringing the fire. Hey, stay tuned, it's going down to the wire.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, H2G Podcast. Make sure you catch The Wire on Wednesdays. It is hot stuff. I'm talking about no pole dancing going on that show. It's all about sports. You definitely want to catch it. There might be a surprise appearance. We don't know. We won't say. Anyway, moving on. We're talking about the bucket list here. And I didn't do any references or anything like Justo does, but I'm getting information from International Movie Database about the movie bucket list. And the other thing I'm getting information from, give me just 1 second while I look it up really quick, is bucketlistjourney.net is where I'm getting my information from. So if you want to look it up, you can look it up to cite to make sure that I'm telling you the truth. Or what? I don't know. Anyway, moving on. Marvin, tell us, good sir, do you believe in a bucket list, or are you like Justo and you think that shit is whack? Take it away.
Nah, man, I don't think it's whack. I think it's fun. I think it's fun to think about all the things that you could possibly achieve. Because we were all taught when we were kids, like someone always told us, whatever you do, whatever you set your mind to, it can happen, right? So we always believed in that. And that stayed there. But before I get to my list, man, I got to get to Richie, bro. So, Richie, you were proving why you were still a comedian, and a funny one at that, because you wanted to work to the rest of your life. That's great passion, bro. On a serious note, that is passion. But like, what if it turns into office space, man? Like, what if you just get tired of everybody?
Then I'll just make them be tired of me for the rest of my life. That's what I'll do. I'll just troll them. Like if I hate everyone at the company, no, they're going to hate me more. That's what'll happen. I'm still going to work. That ain't stopping me.
Okay. I don't know. I don't want to turn into office space, man. I know y'all have seen that movie.
Oh, we all have. We love that movie. And worst case scenario, yeah, I'll take a printer out into the field and put it down.
I actually could see that if you were that fed up. But yeah, I do believe in bucket lists, man. I think they're great. They churn your imagination, and it's good to always have something to believe in. That's attainable, like Richie said earlier. That's realistically attainable, but you can have a little fun with it. So with my list, I decided to have a little fun and to be a little serious. So I didn't know where to start, but I think I'll just randomly pick something off the list here. It's always been my dream to host SNL. It's always been my dream to do that. And since I was a kid, watching all the classic hosts, whether it was like an athlete or whatever, that always seemed cool because they always either stuck out. You always wondered if, the show was actually going to be good or not. Some celebrities were hit or miss, but for the most part, when SNL brought in guests, it was pretty funny. So I've always wanted to do that. Let's see here. Take a month-long vacation. That's something I haven't done. I'm always working. I'm always auditioning. It's always a grind. I wouldn't count going back to Dayton a vacation. I think that's just going back to visit home. But I would journey to say that I would like to go to Hawaii. That would be cool. That'd be cool to go to Hawaii, see the islands. Richie, I gotta see the sights, man. So hopefully you can point me in the right direction on where to go one day, so I don't buck up my budget on top of it. So let's see here. I would like to actually stole this from one of the sources you guys posted. I'd like to work on giving up any negative feelings I've been holding on to. So that includes on this show, me and Christy can be at peace. She doesn't want to have me eaten by a bear. And I will say F that doctor, like Tony said too. So we have a good relationship on the show today. No negative feelings. So I like that. That's every day they won't go forward. Yeah, actually hit the mute button. But I would like to attend the Olympics. Not the winter games, the summer games. And, that's actually, I don't do the cold. I wouldn't stand out there as a fan, watch all the, and watch the snowboarding and what is it, the ice shuffleboard? What is that? What game is that?
Curling.
Looks fun playing it, as a game on addicting games on the internet, but not in real life. I wouldn't want to be there for that. Nah. I would actually, Tony, this is for you. I would want to win a major golf tournament. Not a major, but win a golf tournament. Like say it's like realistically speaking, like one of those local tournaments in Dayton or something or whatever. Like I would like to at least be in the running, So maybe, Tony, that's something we can do together one day. We can enter a tournament. That would be fun. I would like to help rebuild the city of Trotwood. And let me explain that. That's not a one-person job. And the city of Trotwood is a sub-city in Dayton, Ohio. And just a little quick rundown. Trotwood used to be a great city. Used to have everything. The south side of town used to have a mall, restaurants, commercial business. That's what I would like to help rebuild one day and actually get some great newly elected officials actually give a damn about the city. I would like to be a part of that. I would like to go to the Super Bowl, y'all. I've never been to the Super Bowl. I mean, that is a dream. Always watched it as a kid, always watch it now. It'd be great to be there. I know tickets are super expensive, but it'd be nice to sit in a box, and watch the game. Hopefully that's something as H2G Podcast we can do one day as a crew, go to the Super Bowl. The NBA Finals, I would like to do that. That's, nobody really seems excited about that. But NBA Finals,
I'm excited.
I would go to a 7-game series, Richie. That would be amazing if we all could do that as well. Maybe, I don't know about Christy down there. She probably wouldn't want to go. Let's see here. What else I got? Richie, I would go on an African safari with you. I have that written down right here. I would do that. Tony, would you want to go? I mean, I don't know how you are about safaris. Did we talk about this on the show once? Black folks going on safaris?
I don't think we did. That's what I was.
No, pimping. I'm good. I'm a American, so I want to stay.
You don't want to go to the motherland?
I don't want the motherland. No, sir. No, they know how to run from lions and tigers and shit. I don't know how to run from them. I can't be doing it. They do that shit with sticks too. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what to do with no damn stick, pimping. Come on.
You saw coming to America too.
No, I'm not holding shit except for my ass in America. I'm not going to Africa. No, not doing it. The zebras would kick my ass. Just anything could kill me over there. No, sir.
Okay, so Tony's out. Richie's going. Justin, you going. Christy, you going.
Yo, see, if I go, I'm gonna be the first one to die. You know it.
See, Justin didn't say anything because he's still Debbie down in this whole bucket list thing.
That's right.
I need you to have some more enthusiasm, man.
Tony, Here's what you need to do. You just need to, like, everyone else wants to go. This is reverse horror film movie. The black people aren't dying first this time. It's the white people. So you and I are a coin flip, and they have a double chance to die than we do. Just
I'm
Marvin's
gonna be out there with the camera rig, trying to get closer to the line. See, that's the dumb white people stuff that I'll do. I'm trying to get the shot.
Yeah.
Can we go when Richie turns 95? Because then I'm close to death anyway, so it doesn't matter. Like, you know what?
Richie, will you get a little bit closer to the lion?
If the last thing I can do is feed a dying lion with my body, okay.
Circle of life, yeah.
Circle of life.
We're going to try to go in 2022, though.
No, he ain't 95 then. Marvin, back to you. We're sorry we took it on the soapbox.
No, that's all good. I got a few more things on the list here. I'd actually like to buy a jetpack. That would be dope. I don't know when they're coming out with those. Obviously, I mean, you got to go through the whole safety and regulation things, but to get from point A to point B, if I can skip all the bullshit, just cut the middleman and hop from one place to another, I mean, I'm game for it. I mean, have me a jetpack. Give me a jetpack to get to work in 10 minutes. Elephant polo. Are you guys familiar with this?
No.
Elephant polo? Okay, elephant polo is a game they play in Africa. I think you get into a uniform. You get on two people get on the elephant, and it's like elephant croquet. You guys know what croquet is? Right?
Yeah. No, now I understand elephant polo. That sounds fun.
Yeah, elephant polo. It's they say it's one of the most expensive games in the world to play.
Sure it is.
Well, for starters, you need an elephant.
You need no. For starters, you need multiple elephants.
They got them. I'm not buying no damn elephant. But I'll go to the place where they're hosting it, and I will play elephant polo. Try an extreme sport. It would be MMA. I would do some MMA training, like some Brazilian jiu-jitsu, some kickboxing. I've already done some kickboxing, but it'd been nice to kind of have that, to be a martial artist, not for the fighting techniques and all that, just the fight, but just like the basic principles and foundation of being a martial artist. I think that's cool. I've done Taekwondo, so it'd be great to transition to that. Lastly on my list, y'all, I have, this one's important, but it's not about the award. It's about the timeless work that you put in it. Oh, you know that. I would like to have an opportunity to win a Golden Globe or an Academy Award. Say that here on the H2G Podcast. Thank you for all your support on my journey. But along the way, that's something that I hope is attainable. But I also know that, when you put in the work one day and it accumulates, you just want people to say that the work is timeless. So I just want to have that opportunity, and I'll keep working towards it. So that concludes my bucket list.
All right. Yes, sir. I have some follow-up, but I'm not going to do the follow-up just yet. Okay. So for me, everybody brought up some good points, and, I'm doing a lot of self-development, just taking life different as I get older. I'm not naive like I used to be. I mean, when I was young, I used to, not think things through all the way and just thought that tomorrow was promised. And, I was all that in a bag of potato chips, but really I wasn't all that in a bag of potato chips. And I didn't, take the time to actually really grow. So a lot of people, when they leave college or they leave school, because you don't even have to go to college really to grow, right? So they stop critically thinking. They stop self-development. They just settle. And so that's why it was so big for me. So when you all bring up, goals and all those things, that's why that's important to me. I'm reading the Odyssey. It's crazy, like the Odyssey by Homer. I read that in junior high, but I'm so wrapped up in like Greek mythology and the Greece and the history and all that stuff. And, I just finished the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey. Great book. Great self-development. Before this year, before 2020, before COVID, I didn't have that mindset. I didn't have that ideology. So I can understand where Justo's coming from about really you don't need a bucket list. You just need a list, goals to obtain to get you there. So for me, a bucket list really is things that I would like to do before I die, but I just can't really do that right now. I don't have the means to get that taken care of. So I'll give you an example. I want to do a Mediterranean cruise. Okay, you can say, well, Tony, you could do a Mediterranean cruise. You could do that. Not with these damn baby kids that I have, because I don't want to take no kids with me on this Mediterranean cruise. I want to be my wife and me, and we're sitting out on the deck, and I don't have to worry about little ass kids running around, or middle-aged kids running around, because Harper is 4 going on 14. Lord have mercy. Pray for me now. Thank you very much.
You're going to be sitting next to the H2G Podcast cast.
Yeah, just the fam, just all of us going, and no other kids there. Yes, I want to go to Italy. That's a given. Okay, right? I want to go to Greece. That's a given. I'd like to do the whole golf thing, Marvin, but hey, there's only been one Tiger Woods. I can't be Tiger Woods again. So, that's not going to really happen. But I'd like to, when I'm up in age with Richie while he's working, I'd like to actually be golfing and giving him a call and saying, hey, you want to hit some balls? And, he's like, no, pimpin', I don't got time to hit balls. I got to go make this dough real quick. And I'd be like, yes, sir. And I salute him and then I go hit those damn golf balls. I'd like to go to a Steelers game. Now you could say, oh, that's obtainable, Tony. You could go to a Steelers game in Heinz Field if it's still Heinz Field when I go, but that shit's expensive. I ain't got time for, that. I don't make that kind of money, so my money goes to other things like kids. Anyway, I move on. You saw the pause there, didn't you? Yeah, it's not like I'm hating. I really am not hating. But listen, the bucket list, it's for whoever. I mean, some people's bucket lists are to do ghost hunts. Some people's bucket lists are to wake up the next day and, go shopping at Bloomingdale's or wherever that they've never been. So it's all really about you and what you want and what you want to do. So a bucket list may be for you, it may not be for you. What I would recommend that you do is you watch the movie, because the movie is a touching story in itself, because the movie is about 2 gentlemen who basically have an illness, and they have this friendship that they kind of form when really they didn't want to form that friendship before anyway. But when life brings you circumstances and variables that you don't know how to do anything with, you kind of have to make the best of it. And that's what they did. And so they did all this stuff that they never would have done before. They went skydiving. They went to go see the Great Wall of China. They went to go see all these different things. So just keep an open mind. And wow, we just lost somebody. He just said, don't keep an open mind and I'm out. But hopefully Marvin will be back. We miss you already. Go make your fucking commercial or whatever you're doing. But just keep an open mind. Do you, be the best you. I have some follow-up questions while we're waiting for Marvin to come back. Really quick. For you, Christy.
Yes.
Where, we don't know what the tattoo is, but what I'd like to know is, where would the tattoo be?
I am open to all the basic white girl spots, such as the inside of my wrist, the ankle, the foot. I will not do the rib cage because I hear that hurts. I also will not do a tramp stamp because I have a child.
No, we don't need to know all that information. We pretty much know that Matt pretty much knows where to come. I mean, you have a child. Anyway, moving forward. Sorry.
But we don't have two.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Moving forward. Richie, all right. In this job that you're working till you're 95, I want to know, what position are you at this job at the age of 95? Are you the CEO? Are you the janitor? Are you in the mailroom? Well, I mean, what are you doing? Just let us know. Are you on a boat like a boss and just calling shots? Just let us know.
I am the COO. I do not want to be the CEO. I don't like dealing with, the board of directors and things of that nature. I just want to be dealing with operations. So basically, I'm everyone's boss except for the executive. Yeah. Huh. I mean, that's kind of the goal, the aspirations. And I have a question for you, by the way. Somebody just said he was reading the Odyssey with one Odysseus. Question.
Yes. Sure.
Well, are you going to read the Iliad after that?
Yes.
Okay. Because quite frankly, I think that's the read first normally, but that's okay because the Odyssey is the more well-known one. But I just like how Odysseus is in the Iliad. And then you kind of see his evolution in the Odyssey, so you'll see where he was at the other point. But those are my favorite books, by the way, FYI, for the viewers out there. Homer is my favorite by a mile. I have a very large leather-bound book for both of these two. They're the only two books I actually own that are leather-bound like that. Everything else is paperback. So good choice, Tony. I'm glad you're reading it. And, honestly, there's quite a few books I think you'll enjoy again that when we were children, it's funny because they want us to read these transformative things. But I think when we're in our teens and our adolescence, we're not ready for the, what they mean and what they really are. So.
Right.
Anyway, please continue.
I agree. No, thank you. Thank you. Yes, I will be following up on that. All right. Let's see. Moving on. Marvin, I'm here just asking real quick questions, okay? Just as follow-up, and then we're going to do a real quick recap with everybody. Marvin, I want to know, in this skit that you're doing for SNL, who are the 4 actors that are in the skit with you?
Very great question. Mike Epps.
Okay.
Cedric the Entertainer.
Okay.
It's a really great question. Let's go with Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart. Okay. What's the skit about?
What's the skit about? Wow, you really put me on the spot here.
I'm sorry, man. That's a great question.
It'll probably be my sketch will be like my introduction into the Screen Actors Guild and why I can't get in.
Gotcha. All right. I like it. And
it'd be Kevin's the main one that's stopping me.
It's always Kevin Hart, right?
It's always Kevin. Yeah.
Come on, Kevin. Stop being Kevin. Stop doing Kevin things.
I think I'm a little taller than him, so I can use some short jokes with him too. So
you can.
He can roast. He can roast though. So I got to be ready.
Yeah. Most things that close to the ground and that close to the fire can roast really good. So you're all good. Justo, in order for the H2G podcast to make it to the next level, okay, that stardom that you're looking for, that royalties that you're looking for, you have to get rid of one of the cast members. Which cast member will it be? I'm just messing with you. You don't have to answer that one. But what I do want you to answer is, we were doing a final show. Who all would you want to be at that final show? It could be, artist spotlights, anybody that stood out to you. If we had to do a final show, who would you want to be there?
Oh man. All right, let me get to that in just a second. First of all, to add to Marvin's answer, I would be at the end of the skit, mic'd up in the audience, asking Marvin why he didn't pick me to be in the skit with him. And I would eliminate myself to answer your fake question and just be the producer.
You know him, Mr. PC.
What a 12-wing one answer.
You see.
And for a final show, we would go big. I mean, look who you're talking to here. We would get artist spotlights from season 1 on to do their performances. We'd try to get them all together on a stage like we did in Springboro with Sahi and Joshua Scales. We would we'll bring Nick Wiggett back in and hopefully get more than 2.5 minutes out of him. And we would I don't know. Bring back some people from Wright State. Maybe do the show from Wright State. I don't. Fireworks, freaking flamethrowers, dragons, whatever we could come up with.
I like it. You said dragons, and I like how you said it in like a Robert De Niro kind of accent. You're like, "We're doing big, man. Like, come on." Yeah, you talking to me? Anyway, we're gonna go back around for final thoughts on bucket lists, and then we're gonna do last word after that. Does anybody have anything final that they want to say about the bucket list before we do last word?
I actually want to go back to what Justin said at the beginning. If he had like gun to his head and he had to say what his bucket list was, who the F is putting a gun to your head and wanting to know your bucket list? Because I know they want something else. Like, who do you know? Man.
That's a good point. I'd be like, well, how much time do I get to do these bucket list things? Because you got a gun to my head. So my point's kind of being proven.
I want to know like the origin of, well, gun to my head. I hate that saying. Sorry. Just going to be feisty about that.
I do have a short follow-up, and it's the only caveat to my whole take on it. I stand by what I said of, I don't really have a major bucket list. Sure, there's things that I would love to do, and if I can plan to try to do them, I will. But for the sake of the movie, which is a great film, being terminally ill, I think would be the opportune time to make a bucket list of, blow the rest of my money and go do the things that I never will get to do again because these doctors are telling me that I'm going to die. On the flip side of that, though, I know people that rest in peace to Mike Moody. He was a really good friend and the owner of a business that I managed. He spent his dying year pouring his millions of dollars into research on the cancer that was fighting him. So, I mean, he, rather than doing the bucket list, fought like a champion and got another year out of his life for it. So that's my last piece, is that I think I would write a bucket list if I was terminally ill.
All right. Anybody else? Richie, Marvin? If not, it's okay. We can go right into last word.
No, I'm good, man. My bucket list is what it is. Like I said, I want to work till I die. Marvin's going to be on SNL. Sounds right to me.
All right. Marvin, you good?
Yeah, I'm good. I mean, I respect everybody's list. I love everybody's list. I mean, I just feel it's important to just, have those goals. I mean, that like you all said, are attainable. I mean, and you got to have some fun with it. You got to live for today. And so I think that's what a bucket list is, ultimately, like just helping you live in the moment, because tomorrow isn't promised. I want to be able to knock off all these things on one list if I could. But, that's just the beauty of the journey in life. Like, you got to go between all the bullshit, to get to happiness, right? So it's not a destination, but this list just helps keep things in perspective.
All right. With that, is that your last word, good sir? Or would you like to say 2 more words for your last word?
That last word, was that like last wordish?
Hey, it was perfect. That's why I said, man, do you want to even extend on that last word, pimpin'?
I'll say a little something for him, but that's not my last word yet.
All right, no problem. Then we're gonna move on to last word, ladies and gentlemen, where Marvin Scott is not gonna go yet again, because that would be back to back and kind of rude, and I don't want to do that. Got to get my wife to get a poll up in here. Not for you to do, baby. Not for you to do, but for me to learn how to do the poll with Christy. I think that would be a fun experience. And then I can get rid of this flubber down here that I have. And once again, I'm talking about my stomach. I know I keep looking down. Anyway, last word. Richie, you want to kick us off, good sir?
Yeah, last word, fitness goals, right? I think we all need to do some fitness goals right now. I'm 158 pounds. Now, it's not all fat, but it's enough. I don't like it. I'm not happy with it. I got a little flubber too that Tony's referring to. It's funny because I put my pants on and Natalie was like, babe, those don't fit. And I was just like, don't do that to me. Don't say that, It wasn't real until she said that. So she's been very supportive since, because I'll be eating and she'll be like, don't overeat, because I'll just keep wanting to eat, So I think we all on this panel could do a little bit, except for Marvin, because I feel like the rest of us either have kids in our lives or we're lazy. We're not like Marvin, we're grinding constantly, always looking good and things like that. So I think for all of us, fitness goals, BMI, we can talk about it another day. I'm not getting into that, but for all of you listening out there, eat healthier, take some carbs out, like Christy said. If you can, pull the sugar out. Eat about 25% less than you normally are, because chances are you're eating too much. Let's keep it real. That's my problem. I eat too much. It's not like bad shit, but it's just like, I don't know, 3,500 calories. I'm 5'6". I don't need that much. It is what it is. That's the last word.
Thank you, good sir. Christy, your last word. And I have you beat, by the way, Richie. I'm at 160.
Oh, me too, assholes. Well, sorry, guys. I think I just said it very eloquently. Me too, assholes. That's my last word. Have a great Friday, assholes.
It'd have to be a girl that said me too. But anyway, moving on. Marvin Scott, are you ready, my friend? We're coming back to you.
Classy. That was classy, Chris. Thank you. Assholes out there. Yep. No, but this was a great show. It was fun listening to everybody's list. And I would honestly encourage you all out there to create a list on your own. I slightly agree with you, Justin. It's it's not always worth it, to write a bucket list. You don't have to. You can just, live in the moment at night, or not write a list, or wait till you, get to your last breath when you're on your bed, and you can think about those things. I don't know. But either way, use your imagination, guys. Like, if you have dreams out there, it's not too late. You got something inside you want to chase, it's not too late. That's our advice to you on the show. Just keep dreaming. Write a list, have fun with it. Doesn't have to be super long, but do something. Write something. It's fun, and we'll see y'all next week.
All right, thank you, good sir. Justo, I'm going to leave you for last, good sir, so that way you can talk about what you need to talk about and say your last word. So for my last word, I just want to say thank you to everybody for being here today. I've missed everyone's faces. I've missed this opportunity to be able to talk. This is on my list of weekly things, to be able to see everybody. I got a baby that's crying, so sorry if you can hear that. That's what happens when you're a parent. But I'm going to go off of what everyone else has been talking about. Make a list, live for today. Don't worry about tomorrow, but you have to be smart, right? You have to make sure that you're not blowing everything, today and not have anything for tomorrow. So that maybe I'm doing, yeah. Okay, anyway, I'll hit you with these two quotes that I like really quick before I contradict myself. Stop dreaming about your bucket list and start living it. And number 2, die with memories, not with your dreams. This is the H2G Podcast. I'm kicking it over to Justo.
Thank you, Tony, and everybody, for your last words as always. I will do the plugs real quick, as Tony was referring to, some business to take care of. Also, guys, as we go forward, seriously, feel free to plug. First of all, my own plug, if you are in the DFW area, you've got like 3 weeks left, 2 weeks left, until Halloween to check out Moxley Manor, and it's going to scare your pants off. You get $30, you get 3 full haunts. You can't beat it. DFW, Moxley Manor, it's in Fort Worth. Check it out. So let's do the plugs. Let's get the plugs. Keep it together, Justin. If you're watching us on Facebook and YouTube, we thank you. If you're listening on Spotify, go check out our Facebook and YouTube. It's a great place to see some of our visual content, some of the stuff that happens during the episode, behind the scenes when it comes out. We will eventually get to posting some additional, because we're going to get into some really hefty topics going forward. So we're not going to be able to cover everything on the air. We want to be able to put some of our sources on the Facebook page and for you to get into a thread. We'd love to get into a conversation with you in the comment threads about some of the things coming forward. I also want to talk about the things coming forward as well as the things we've already covered. Tony mentioned at the beginning of the show, we talked about the heartbeat bill. Go back and check out that episode. Super important. We want to know what you think about pro-life versus pro-choice. Last week, we talked about social media and its effect on society. We'd love to know how you feel about that. Of course, we want to know your bucket list. Next week, we're going to get into COVID and the variants. Very heavy topic. I'm super excited. And then for Halloween, these guys have no idea. They've agreed to let me bring a true crime, and we're going to cover a true crime that almost everybody that listens to was alive for, probably followed, may have watched the trial take place. I'm going to keep it a secret for now, but I've been working on it every single day at lunch breaks, so I'm super excited. We've got so much to cover at the H2G Podcast. You can find us on Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, where all audio podcasts are found. Make sure you're liking, subscribing, following, and leave a review, a comment. Spotify listeners, Apple Podcast listeners, I don't know if you've noticed, but we've been putting polls up. You can answer questions and get those answers read on the air. Just have to go to the Spotify page. I'm done with all that. When it comes to the bucket list, make one that you can obtain today. Sure, make one for the future, but hit goals every day. I think that's the most important. I'm back on my fitness track. I don't know. You probably noticed, start of the season, I was a little chunky again. I was moving in the wrong direction. I'm moving back down in the direction where I belong. Fitness goals as always. And make goals achievable. Great book that Tony mentioned earlier, 7 Habits of Highly Successful People by Stephen Covey. I'm rereading that right now, Tony. It's hilarious that you just finished that because I just picked up a copy. Find a self-help book. Unplug like we talked about last week. Unplug about an hour to 2 hours before bed. Whatever you got to do. Live, laugh, love like it's your last. Seize the day. We'll see you next week.